Just call it what it is it's a fucking Dookie Boy round. Fucking 5,000% of fucking Dookie Boy round. God damn, what do you need to see to fucking wake up? Does the shit paddle have to slap you right in your fucking face for you to snap out of your stupidity? Hello again, my loves. Back in fucking Hell Realm to do a comment reply video. Have you guys seen 1134? The realm's literally trying to tell you we're in hell, bro. And just like flip it around hell. I've seen that. I've seen 134. Those are actually pretty common numbers. I used to see 144 all the time, which would be in line with like the 144,000. Those are numbers that I would see pretty commonly when I was seeing synchronicities. But okay, so Sensor Doomer wrote, I wouldn't see any trace of trauma or abuse, youth, if I ever met you in person. Then again, others can't see that in me either. While I too suffered my whole full youth of serious beating, not just hands, objects that left bluish purple marks where others couldn't see at school. Yeah, Sensor Doom, I think not every abused person wears their abuse on their sleeve, you could say. Like, it's not always easy to tell. Sometimes it is, I guess you could say. For me, I can usually tell when somebody's been abused. I just see it very easily. I don't know how else to explain. I could see there's like a hurtness on their soul or whatever that I can see. I don't know how to explain it. You ever just been walking in public and you just see someone, you look at them, you have no indication this person's unhappy, sad, miserable, needs a hug, but you just look at, they need a fucking hug. It's almost the same thing with abused guys. So there's like a fellowship. I don't know. There's some. I know when another person's been abused, but I guess not every time. I don't know how I would look abused, but I think if I was watching me from the outside looking in, I would see the abuse on me. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Shangel Thunder wrote, "Love, thank you, brother. Appreciate you." Moist. Oh no, Moist. Most interesting man in the hood wrote, there he is. There you are, brother. Where you been? I ain't seen you in a minute. Philosophy Vids wrote, or meet alien and embrace your God. Or meet alien, meet God. Oh, yeah. To my meet God and embrace your alien. Yeah, it could be they may even be one and the same. Your alien is God, or what we would call God, at least from our current little low-level meat monkey perspective. We would call it God, but you can't even call God because that doesn't describe anything. It's like a title. God, I don't think God has a name if God exists. It just is. Superior Robin wrote, thanks for sharing your story and giving an example of what's possible. Unfortunately, I feel very demotivated and lazy and feeling like none of my efforts will add up to anything. So I don't feel, Superior Robin, I just want to say this real quick before I lose my train of thought. Dealing with your past traumas isn't just for you. Well, no, I'm sorry. It is for you, really, at the end of the day. But it's sort of like, okay, something I've noticed. The mind virus uses past traumas to keep us in a low state. Why do those thoughts jump into our mind randomly? And have you noticed sometimes, like, even if you're having a good time, it's almost like they infiltrate your mind at those moments just to throw a lemon on the situation? Or a narcissistic person, which in my opinion is completely controlled by the mind virus, has to throw a lemon. Like, everybody's laughing and having a good time, and they have to be the center of attention and throw their misery. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just but I know that the mind virus uses old traumas against us. To me, it's more getting past it. It's almost like a fuck you to the mind virus. Like, you're not going to use this against me anymore. I've healed. I've moved past it. In my mind, during that meeting, I was there in spirit protecting him. In my mind, when they were putting my dog down, I was there in spirit, telling her spirit to come with me and to attach to me. So when I revert back to those memories, I actually remember the last one I had of them, which was me recreating the memory visually in my mind, reliving it, visualizing it happening, trying to be in the moment presently, hearing the words as I'm saying them to the child, hearing the child's cries. I make it as real as possible in my imagination. She wrote, so I don't feel drawn to do anything but the bare minimum right now. Most people feel this way right now, Robin. Otherwise, I might give this method a try. I'm just being honest. In fact, right now, I mean, for me, it was hard to let go. This helped me. I'm usually pretty good at letting go of things, but with the traumas, man, they just fucking stuck like glue. It's like, I forgive. Nope, still there. I forgive. I don't care anymore. Leave me alone. Like, nope, still there. It's like I literally had to do this to move past them. For me, everybody's different. If this helps even one person, I'll be satisfied. She wrote, In fact, right now, I shouldn't be typing on YouTube. I have far more important stuff to be dealing with right now. That's me too. Sure, I digress. I'm sure this information will come in handy in a variety of ways beyond healing trauma. And this information, yeah, and that's another thing too. I appreciate you bringing that up, Robin. It goes past trauma. I think we can do this for other stuff too, more than just healing from traumas. Uh, and this information helps put things into perspective about healing trauma, another little piece of the puzzle shifting into place and unlocking new ideas and perspectives. Yeah, it's funny because where are the traumas at? They're in our minds. So you would think using a mind approach would be the best thing to deal with a mind problem, but we don't. We're actually told, no, imagination, quit thinking, boy, what are you counting stars? Oh, this one's one of them imagining kids. No. You really think that's going to get you a job, boy? You better do some push-ups and work, figure out how to swing a shovel or swing a shovel. Figure out how to dig with a shovel and swing a fucking hammer. You better figure out something. You gonna imagine your way through life? And then the meat monkey reality re-solidifies itself further. And blah. My fingernails are dirty looking, guys, because I was outside doing fucking yard work. Hey, don't look too bad for a motherfucker that was doing yard work. But anyways, PKOSB wrote, "Hi Chris, I'm sorry for what all you've been through. You don't have to be love them. I'm truly past it now. I'm truly past it. If I talked about them again, these are things I experienced when I was 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, my whole childhood, you could say. Uh, so I'm reacting to it with a child's emotional state. Blah, blah. So if I'd say I'm talked about, maybe it would bring sadness to me. But as far as like holding on to, I don't care anymore. It's like I'm truly past it. I thought forgiveness was the key, and forgiveness is sort of the key, but it's only temporary. It's only temporary. When your mind repeats the thought back to you again, it re-solidifies the anger, the hatred, the sadness, the misery. So it was just the best approach for me, I guess. If it hasn't worked for anybody else, but so far, PK, I'm fine. Actually, I can't. I've said this in several videos. I really can't complain about my own personal situation that much. I'm not good, believe me. My life ain't perfect, but it's not so bad. Usually I'm complaining about the state of the realm, not my own personal existence. If I only cared about my own personal existence, I probably wouldn't even make YouTube videos. I can become happy very easily if I want to just the human avatar is a machine, a robot that's programmable. Mantras work for a reason. Again, this is a mind game. But none of us use mind approaches. We're also solidified and physical that if we can't swing a hammer and hit it, it's not real. PKOSB wrote, "You knew at the time it wasn't right. That says a lot. When I was about 7 or 8, yeah, of course I knew it wasn't right. I mean, I was damn traumatized, like watching some of this shit happen. Like I was like, this is definitely ain't right. I mean, I wouldn't fucking drag my mom across the living room with a fucking phone cord wrapped around her neck. That don't look very nice to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a really weird kid. You have to be a really weird kid to be like, this is normal, right? Like, I mean, I knew I was in a bad situation. I just too little fucking and broke to do anything about it. I had to live with these motherfuckers. I'm sorry. When she wrote, when I was about 7 or 8, my sister and I had a best friend that lived a few houses down. Anyway, her mom would spank her right in front of us. If I start sweating, guys, it's hot as a motherfucker in here right now. Our AC's taking a shit. But right in front of us, she wrote, we didn't agree with any of that. She was so embarrassed. I remember telling her things like her mom shouldn't treat her that way. It's not your fault. That was very nice of you, PK. All my friends said was like, God damn, your daddy crucial. That's what my friends would say. Like I'd show up to school or they'd see my brother, one of our friends, like Quran or something. Like, God damn, your daddy crucial. That's what he would say every time. He would see us. And then all the other kids would just look at us like with their mouths open or whatever, if they seen our faces or whatever after our dad beat us. But PKOSB wrote, my dad's passing away. He could go anytime. He's 87 and did the best he could. I was always proud. I'm in the same boat right now. My mom ain't 87. She's 60, 68 now. But I think she's on her way out, and she's not making any attempts to try to stick around. Her drug of choice is food. So the second that she starts feeling better after the fluids get drained or another blood transfusion, the second she starts feeling better, that's the second that she'll order a box of donuts. It's very sad, but it is what it is. He's 80. Says it's not like she doesn't have logical people around her telling her exactly what she needs to do to survive longer. It's like talking to a brick wall. Actually, it's worse than talking to a brick wall because this one should be able to listen to you. Stubbornness is a hell of a fucking drug, isn't it? She wrote, he's 87 and did the best he could. I was always proud and scared of my dad. We got spankings really bad. He always said, if you hit a kid anywhere else, it's child abuse. Where would he slap you guys, on your butt or whatever? I don't think my dad might have kicked me in my butt a couple times or like, but he never really punished us. He abused us. He fucked us up. It wasn't no punishment. It was like just to give an example, like one of the beats my brother was barking with the dog and he thought it was cute that the dog was looking at the door going and he was imitating it and got the fuck beat out of him because my dad's like, are you making fun of my accent? And just beat the fuck out of him. But anyways, she wrote, we got spankings really bad. He always said if you hit a kid anywhere else, it's child abuse, old-fashioned, strict, but we have many great times to look back on too. I wouldn't have minded a strict father. I wouldn't have minded that. I mean, I wouldn't have minded having a dad that actually stuck around. That would have been nice too, but it's like life is something interesting, man. We're tossed into a hellish, chaotic drama show, all of us. Some got better hands than others. Just is what it is. Like you almost can't even take credit for your life. I mean, if you worked hard and kept your chin down and busted your ass and worked out, but most of it's scripted. Most of it's like you're gonna end up where you're gonna end up because of your fucking situation. It's hard to break out of the damn script. Uh, uh, did I read this? Oh yeah, I did. For your information helps me. You're a deep thinker, and I love it. Thank you, PK. I love your comments, love. She wrote, "Stay well, Paula, East Tennessee." Thank you, Paula. Thank you for all the comments you've left. I appreciate that. Nice to know your real name. Primordialist in God mode wrote, "The real answer is lifestyle. We're having these mental issues because we live the urban life. In the jungle, in small tribes, you wouldn't ever find a person with depression or mental issues." Yeah, but I don't want to live in a small. Well, then I'm like in a fucking reality where if I don't live this way that I don't want to live, I can't be happy. It's just like I don't want to be in this. Well, maybe I would. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to try it. I mean, maybe walking around with a little fucking underwears made out of leaves and fucking spearing shit, I would be happier. I don't know. It just doesn't sound interesting to me. I'm in Florida. Right now, it's so fucking hot outside that it's literally just eating our fucking air conditioner. It's like, I don't want to be out there right now getting cooked. My body physically ain't even built to do that. It's almost as if my body is a genetic alteration from some other animal or creature that was built to live here, but because it was altered, it's like it doesn't know its diet, it doesn't know what environment it needs to be in to survive. My white ass goes out there and tries to be a jungle man. I'm gonna be cooked in 2 days and be having to go to the hospital for fucking sun poisoning. You know what I'm saying? Like, why doesn't every bird, toad, frog, lizard, fucking crocodile, fucking every other animal in this existence, every other living entity and non-living entity, even plants know what they eat and what they don't eat. But humans, the only one that don't know its diet. You got 12,000 different types of diets. Oh, the Mediterranean diet's the healthiest. No, the fucking keto diet's the healthiest. No, the carnivore diet. We're the only creature that really don't know what the fuck it's supposed to eat. And probably the only creature. I mean, could you imagine going into an anthill and finding a segment of the anthill that's putting poison into the stockpiles of ant food and giving it back to the ants? You'd be like, what are these ants doing? But humanity's doing that. So we're not only are we not the only, we're the only animal that don't know what the fuck it's supposed to eat. We're the only animal that then poisons its populace and tries to kill them for the sake of the hive, because that makes sense. Just a bunch of demonically possessed elites. As a matter of fact, the second they become an elite, they should be arrested because they're a danger to humanity, if we're fully aware of the mind virus. Superior Robin wrote, unless they're blessed in some way. Maybe if they get a priest to bless them every morning. Maybe if their title was Christ, they could fucking do it. But it seems like every human that gets power in this realm becomes a fucking swamp creature degenerate. Low-level, pathetic fuckboy. Addicted to materialism like a fucking slime amoeba that's incapable of evolving past the fucking meat monkey state. Y'all are fucking pathetic, disgusting. In the spirit, you guys are short bus kids. I'm sorry. Anyways, I shouldn't say that. Short bus kids didn't ask for that existence. I'm just saying, in the spirit, y'all are fucking, y'all are not capable. Superior Robin wrote, that's kind of a, oh, I'm sorry. Superior Robin replied this back to Primordialist in God mode, what he had said about the real answer is lifestyle. She wrote, that's kind of a blanket statement. Lifestyle can mean a lot of things, including the rituals or ways in which we go about dealing with traumas that also happen to tribes people. Yeah, dude, if you're out there in a tribe, you don't think some bad, fucking traumatic, horrible shit's gonna happen? What if you're out there in a tribe and you slip and bust your hip and you can't move and there's not a hospital in a 100-mile radius and your tribe's 2 miles that way and you've got to crawl back to them? What if you're out in the jungle searching for food and a fucking snake bites your ankle and you don't know the color pattern on this fucking coral snake or something and you might start foaming out the mouth in 10 seconds? Like, you could be reaching into some damn crevice to grab some eggs and a scorpion hits you and you're like, and your fucking hand swells up the size of a watermelon and it starts to decay because of the bacterial infection. And like, bro, this reality is a hellhole. No matter whether you're living in a little square box or out in the fucking jungle, there's just so much nastiness that can happen to you. Maybe if I went out in the woods and lived in a tribe, and then after, let's say, a year of practicing that lifestyle, I would gain the ability to fly or float or heal people. Or a year after living that lifestyle, I'd level up in some kind of way. But it's like there is nothing to be made anywhere. There is no righteous path to get on that you receive righteousness from. And if somebody tells you about one, it's just in their goddamn imagination or cartoon story. It's not in actual reality. In actual reality, we suffer. She wrote, I recall hearing someone say, and it may have been Chris, that coming of age ceremonies used to be a way for someone to face their shadow caused by traumas that everyone goes through and truly become an adult. Not saying that is the whole answer to everything, but it's definitely interesting and I'm sure it holds weight and value. I think traumas make us into an adult, whatever that means. What is an adult? Define an adult to me. Is it someone that wears a button up and talks with proper etiquette and never curses around children? Is that an adult? What is an adult to you? To me, an adult's usually a dumb fucking retard that ain't worth listening to. I would go the path of staying childlike in the mind. I don't know where read that. That might be in the Bible, actually. To stay childlike in the mind, I believe, is the best path. Become an adult. Like, what does that mean? Become serious? I'm childlike in the mind. I can definitely be serious. I'm childlike in the mind. I can definitely speak with proper etiquette if I need to. I'm childlike in the mind, but I can definitely take care of a child. Whatever needs to be done. So I don't understand what becoming an adult really means. I don't know if it was me that said that. I do know that this is the tribe's approaches, though. That is the reason that they do that. They release the children out into the wild for a week or whatever the ceremony requires, and it really fucking does a number on them. They got two choices. It's almost like a sink or swim thing. It's like being thrown in the pool. Better learn, boy. That's a harsh way to do it, but we're in a harsh reality. That just shows them what they're really dealing with. Maybe then they'll appreciate the farming when they come back to the tribe. Maybe after they've been looking for a week for food out in the fucking wild and their stomachs growling and they're starving, they'll appreciate the fucking tribe when they get back home, how they've planted enough food to get through the winter and blah, blah. It's a forceful way to grow somebody up. It's a harmful way. I mean, it could traumatize them. They could die during the goddamn ceremony, but who knows? But maybe they look at it like, hey, if the motherfucker dies, that was his script. Ronan's Journey wrote, thanks for sharing, Chris. I hate that you and your brother were hurt, but I'm glad you have found your own way to heal. I will also try this method and let you know. I'd really appreciate if you guys did it and you were like, wow, it actually kind of works. Like, don't come back and tell me that just to fucking stroke my ego, make me feel good that I was a righteous savior. Tell me if it's real. If you do it and you're like, wow, this actually is helping me, let me know about it. I'd love to hear about it. Stacey Adams wrote, sounds like time and half a time. What? Sounds like time? Terrence Howard. Sounds like times time and half a time. I don't know what you mean by that, Stacy. I have no idea what you mean. He was saying that one times one equals like two or some shit. I can't remember what he was saying, but Stacy also commented, "It's the sound that makes things float." And then Brian Blockchain replied back, "Yes, a harmonic sound." I've seen what harmonics can do, how they can levitate water and all that, but I'm also like, man, with all the goddamn people obsessed with car audio, home stereos, there's literally millions of people in this world that love that shit. There's people that got 20 18-inch subwoofers in their van that when they turn it on, the whole van turns into like this vibrating, oscillating object. It literally looks like it looks like it turns metal into water. Like if you ever been to a bass competition, just look at one of them cars. When that bass is hitting the metal looks like it's even the windows. So sound looks like it's doing some shit, but it's like, man, you would think by this point somebody would have turned on some sort of setup they weren't prepared for. Ooh, the van or car or whatever would have like started floating or something, like, or somebody sitting in the seat would like start levitating out of their seat. They're like, oh, and like float out the window, but nothing's ever happened from it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much of it going on, nothing's ever happened from it though. People say shit all the time. I'm not attacking Stacy. It may be harmonics that's doing it. It's like whoa, and then there's this big rock just floats or something. I don't know, but I think it's a combination of things. I think it's a combination of harmonics and, like what Terrence Howard was saying, creating the negative space. They may have had platforms they could have sat bricks on that were 10 trillion pounds, but just hovered above the ground and could be pushed by like one arm. Because I don't know, with harmonics, I don't know the way any of it works. I would say, before you say to me, "Oh, it's just like Tesla said, see, everything's vibration 369." People just say that randomly at this point. It's like, okay, but how do you relate that to what was being said in the video or what was being said in the comment you're applying to? What does that mean to you? A lot of people say they're like, a lot of shit's thrown around like that. And then I'm just left confused. Like, okay, but why are you saying it? Like, you just said the dumb line that's regurgitated, parroted, and doesn't make sense, and then didn't explain what you meant by it. So why are you doing it? Oh, anyways, but T-Fetch wrote, "Will be interesting if your bro was somehow better or healed now without you telling them retroactively change reality through imagination." Uh, and then Ronan replied back to T, said, "I'm also curious about that." Well, I told my brother Tom about that one, actually. I told him about that one. I don't know. And I told him there was another time where my father hit him in his head with a 2x4 or whatever. And that's why I say maybe me protecting them did soften the blow, because that's some shit that would have done some real damage, like skull cracked, hammer, something. He would have did some real damage with that, but maybe I was protected. I got hit in the head full force by a steel baseball bat when I was a kid and ran in the house out of scare about what happened, jumped on the bed. But then when my brother Tom came running in the room, he's the one that smashed me with it by accident. I was just walking in the wrong place at the wrong time. I turned around laughing. It didn't hurt at all. I mean, it was like, bang, and I just ran inside and I was like, oh, what the fuck just happened? I jumped on the bed and he turned around and I was smiling. I didn't want him to be upset. Like, oh, I want him to know I'm okay. Just fucking hit my head. But maybe I softened that one because I relived that memory, softened that one. So maybe it does do what I'm saying. That was the reference I made in the video. Like, I don't want to get too crazy, but guys, I think it like actually did soften blows. But Weston wrote, "The Nigerian uncle accent is my favorite." What's that? Nigerian uncle? I have to see it. He also commented Zorp with a question mark. Alien. Meet God and embrace your. Oh, he's saying Zorp like he's an alien. But the Nigeria, I don't know what, but I usually like African accents when they curse. Like some of my favorite channels have accents, and when they say motherfucker, I love that shit. I don't know why. It's funny to me. I mean, isn't that why the scene in Friday so funny? It's like, the fuck is this shit? I can't get jiggy with this shit. It's because of his accent. A lot of people think that dude fakes his accent because it's funny, but T-Fetch wrote, again, Neville Goddard to my How I Cured Trauma Imagination. No, T, this is, again, Christopher Sedaris. You've brought up Neville Goddard to me probably 10 times now. Maybe I'm very relatable to him, but I would rather not watch his stuff, because if I come to the same conclusions that he does on my own path, not influenced by his path or his path, just on my own path, that's cool to me. But I don't study Neville Goddard. I've probably watched like 4 or 5 clips of him and seen the stuff he said, but he was really like, I mean, I would say if you're into like bubbly spiritual talk, he's way further down the line than I am. I mean, I can kind of relate to a lot of shit he's saying, but hey, I'm V wrote another one. You're on fire today with a smiley face. Thank you, V. Stacy Adams wrote, hey, friend. Hey, Stacy, how you doing, love? God Ali wrote, when you pray, what exactly are you praying to? Nothing. Myself. If anybody's listening, it's just me. It must be my ears, my eyes, my nose, my senses connected back to the infinite or source or God, if there is such a fucking thing. If there is such a thing, at this point, I don't want anything to do with him because he's sort of an idle piece of shit that sits by while evil devours fucking children's guts in this realm. Hey, I'm V wrote, oh, I'm powerful. You're powerful. If okay, when you're Christian and you talk about God or Jesus, there is this feeling of power that comes with it. Where does that feeling come from? And why are you giving it away to another entity? You're powerful. Stop giving that away to an imaginary creature. Now, if this creature works for you, that doesn't mean Jesus exists. That means you've created an egregore with your fucking thoughts, and it just has the shape, the behavior of Jesus or whatever you're asking for. But it is the human that has the power. If anybody has the power, it's the person. We just give it away because we're fucking retards. Hey, I'm V wrote, oh, Chris, I'm so sorry you and your brother had to go through. That's fine, love. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it wasn't a great experience. Again, when I think about it, sucks, but I appreciate you guys. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate you guys, but I almost feel like you're apologizing for something that's not bothering me anymore. Oh shit, I gotta check this. One sec, guys. Just call it what it is for it's a fucking Dookie Boy round. Fucking 5,000% of fucking Dookie Boy around. God damn, what do you need to see to fucking wake up? Does the shit paddle have to slap you right in your fucking face for you to snap out of your stupidity? But yeah, guys, I appreciate it. Stacy, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm sort of past it now, but I, I think my brother Tom does watch my YouTube videos. He might be the only one of my family that watch my YouTube videos, but if he sees it and sees that there are people out there he's never even met before that are sorry for what he went through, maybe it'll help him, to see that there's people that you never even met that actually care about your situation. There ain't too much love in this realm. Most of the time, guys are just told to shut the fuck up and deal with it. Toughen up, boy. Toughen up. What are you, sissy? Running's Journey, watching it now. Hell yeah. Oh shit, did I click record? I did. Uh, got to 48 seconds. If there's a Mark Jones, Mark, if you exist, dude, please get in contact with me. Omen 48, Mark. I miss you, brother. I don't know if you got deported back to England or whatever after the felonies, but I would love to talk to you again, dude. I've been looking for you for fucking 10 years. uh, that's a motherfucker I would like to do a rap song with. That motherfucker was probably the best rapper I ever met in my life. And I knew him in person. He was really good. Hey, I'm V wrote, oh, another video. Thank you, V. She did some Illuminati symbol though. What's that? What's that mean? What is that? This with sunshine. What's that? That seems like some devil worship. But V, what are you doing? V also wrote, first with eyes and a laughing face. V likes to be first. Solstice for I'm glad you're first, V. It makes me smile every time you get first because it lets me know that you're the greatest of all my viewers, and the rest that post second comments are nothing but little second place. We don't give second trophies out on the Christopher Sedaris channel, motherfucker. I only respond to first. That's funny. I'm sorry. So I like RPing, dude. Honestly, if somebody gave me a job where I could RP all day, like, yo, Chris, we'll pay you $20 an hour to fucking dress up like a pirate and come over here. I'd probably do that shit. Solstice wrote, love Busta Rhymes. Oh my God, do you remember AMG? I don't remember AMG. I could probably tell you about Buster's first 2 or 3 CDs. If AMG was on them, I don't remember it. My favorite song was actually, it's a party, let's get it on tonight. I don't know. I think it's called It's a Party. That's what that. What was the other one? Arrest you, lyrically, flubber, arrest you, bless you, let it. I can't sing that song. Scratch my. It's just the downside of being a white dude that hangs out with a bunch of black kids growing up and listening to rap. Is I had to pause about 3,000 times every time I was singing along with the music. And they're all just like watching me. Well, anyway, you know how good I got at stopping at the N word? I got really good at that. Scratch monkey. It's like, why you guys my friend? But they're like watching me, waiting for me to say so you could get into a fist fight with me. Like, if you want to fight that bad, just tell me about it, motherfucker. We go out front, put on some gloves, and that way nobody's skin gets ripped. Or Scratch Monkey wrote, little late to the party, not all faves, just optimal prison distraction. Oh, the he's responding to my like list. So he wrote The Cure. What is The Cure? I've heard of that band. I can't think of any of their music off the top of my head. He wrote PJ Tillamook, cheese with Ritz crackers for his food. What the hell? Bro, if you could eat one food every Friday, you chose cheese with, well, actually, it's good. I like cheese and Ritz crackers too, man. It's maybe not the healthiest thing, but hey, everybody's got, this is fun. These comments are going to be fun. He wrote, Prime Miranda Kerr, right click, search Google for this. Ooh, she is a babe. Damn, he likes some exotic, feline looking, beautiful ladies. She's very pretty. She looks Russian or something. But Suzuki Samurai Jeep, Martin the show. I never watched Martin. A lot of people love Martin. I never got into it. He wrote The Prestige for the film. Never seen it. Caves of Cud video game. What the fuck? Caves of Cud. I don't know what that game is. I've never seen this game. I've never seen this game. What is this game? I usually know most games, but I've never seen that one. Scratch. He wrote Jackal, the Omega Animal. Jackals. I don't know what the hell is there. I thought a jackal, wasn't that a fake creature? Oh, no, there are real jackals. What am I saying? Canticle for Leibowitz book. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is Scratch a Monkey's list. Pretty interesting. I didn't know most of them. I'm not going to know any books. I'm not going to know any books. If anybody else makes a list, I'm just not a book guy. I just can't. Even if it's an interesting subject, I don't know what it is. I can obviously read, right? Like I'm doing comment reply video, but man, when it's like sit down and focus on this book, bro, my brain's like, no, run, Chris. I don't know if it's like a trauma. Maybe that's what it is, like a trauma from school. Like they're like, Chris, you must read and study this book. And I was like, what? I have to read this thing? And they're like, yep. And I'm like, trauma. Not happening, baby. God Ali wrote, I can understand how you would be angry and bitter because of this reality, but if you truly believe this place was created by an intelligent being, you must also be willing to accept that it is more intelligent than you because it created you after all. Oh, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. He wrote, it's like the little kid that wants to play in the campfire because it looks pretty, but when the parents tell them they can't do it, they wonder why. I've also given this excuse for God, but it's a bullshit excuse. Just because it's more intelligent doesn't mean it's not also more sadistic. I'm not saying that the God of this reality isn't intelligent. I'm saying he's pretty gross and weird and creepy and does a lot of unnecessary nastiness, observably. He wrote, the parent is just much smarter than the child and knows what's best for it. Maybe it could be something like that. It could be like that. This is the only argument against when I say no, this dude's doing exactly what he wants to do. This is what's happening for a reason. There is some sort of entity in this realm that has power, and it only ever grants it to evil. It perpetuates the suffering and negativity, blah, blah. So if there is an intelligent God, he thought it was a good idea to create a realm where we were being tortured by some other entity that feeds off our suffering. So fuck God. He wrote, it would be safe to say that an intelligent creator knows what's best for this reality. Or maybe he knows what's best for the Archon and don't give a fuck about what happens to us in the process. The same way he don't give a fuck about what happens to an ant when an anteater's hungry. He don't give a fuck about what happens to a dolphin or a seal when a fucking great white's hungry. He don't give a fuck what happens to us. We are just the children wondering why. Children are suffering forcibly subjected souls into a hell realm. I don't know, man. We see things different, but I like hearing other perspectives. I hope you don't judge me for opposing yours. I hope you stick around. I hope you don't go, he disagreed with me, therefore he's a fucking piece of shit and a bastard and blah, blah, blah. Like we all have different opinions. I don't hate you for having yours. I just don't agree with it. God is intelligent, and that's why we're in a suffering realm. Maybe it's that way. Maybe he likes it that way. Stacey Adams wrote, "Movies, Stand By Me, great movie, or Lost Boys." Yeah, Lost Boys is. I grew up on Lost Boys. Lost Boys might be more like one of my top three. Nintendo 64, anything Mario. Contra was great after the cheat code, of course. Man, it wasn't that easy of a game. Well, I mean, if I played it now, I mean, games nowadays, the goddamn skill bar on gamers has been raised so high. Something like Contra would probably be simple, but back then it was pretty tough. So I would be a tiger, Siberian. That's a bad motherfucker. I actually just seen a video. It's funny. I seen a video of it was 3 or 4 tigers in a cage on one side. They opened the door. A Siberian tiger walked in on the other side. He just walked like he didn't even think they existed right at them. They all freaked out and were growling and fighting. They ended up on their backs, and he just casually walked up on them and looked at them like this. He was huge. I thought, dude, that's a monster, bro. Because one of those tigers in that cage would take down the average lion, no problem. Most people don't know, but a tiger's like 200-300 pounds heavier than a lion. I know they have their beautiful manes, but they're not a more powerful, stronger beast. Lion's claws and hands are paws are way bigger. Claws are bigger. They're just tougher. A tiger beats a lion anytime. You choose Siberian tiger, you're a bad motherfucker. She wrote, or a wolf. Flying, fire breathing dragon, a really nice one though, or a unicorn. Favorite number 13, lucky number 13. I see 13 all the time. As well, vehicle, Chevy Silverado, of course. She wrote, of course, like that. You should know that already. Why Chevy Silverado? Why not a Ford F-150? Why not a Dodge Ram? Why the Silverado? Silverados, I like Silverados. They're pretty trucks. I like the more European or box square look. Uh, she wrote, TV shows. But I'll say as long as they got the Duramax, uh, if they have the Duramax, the what the hell are the other two? I can't. The name slipped me. They have one of the heavy duty diesel motors, the 7.3, the 6.1. It don't matter what you put them in. You could put them in a fucking dune buggy, and I'll take that vehicle because those motors just last forever, dude. You can't destroy those motors. I mean, you'd really have to go out of your way to fuck those motors up. Uh, what the hell are they? The Duramax. Why can't I remember them off the top of my head? Yeah, she wrote TV shows. I used to love the Wonder Years, Quantum Leap, X Files. I loved X Files. Well, I can't say I loved X Files. Every time it was on, I would try to stick around and watch, but it always came on like weird times in the day where I wasn't around. Like I always catch pieces of it. I never catch full shows for some reason. She wrote, these are so hard to answer. There are so many favorites for me. Life was just better back then. It really was. I don't know what happened. I guess I don't know, some government fucking black project fucked this reality up, invited in a demon or a Satan creature or something, and the Bible's like a weird message that's posted into the script through time or something to tell us how this demon's going to ruin our lives and torment us. Mr. Steve, my dude, that's if you see any beginnings of my videos, that's Mr. Steve 72. He wrote Lizard Truther, great name for a channel. I might do something like that. Let's see, maybe if I make the podcast, that's what I'll do, and I'll have my fucking. I mean, eventually I'd get a nicer one. Maybe I could get paints. I don't know. Maybe there's paints that stick to like leather or whatever that mask is made of. I think it's a type of vinyl or something, but and just paint a better face. I eventually want to get a good one. You know what I'm saying? One that looks real, but I'll do like a channel with that and be like a lizard guy and like some space ghost type shit and tell Zorak to get down from the ceiling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll be Zorak with the mask on. Zorak, get down from there. Where? The ceiling. No. Oh, Space Ghost was a cool cartoon. That was almost like Beavis and Butthead to me. Brownstone Bear wrote, this is my dude. He wrote, music, Mac Miller. Never got into Mac Miller. I seen his freestyle on not Sway or the bald dude that's been around forever. He did pretty good. That dude actually said he was the best white rapper he's seen or something after the free. It was a pretty good freestyle. None of those are freestyles. None of those are freestyles. Those are all written. The only person that does a true freestyle you could say is like King Lowe's. If you want to see a true freestyle, the guy I mentioned earlier in the video, Mark Jones, he could do what I'm talking about. He could do what King Lowe's did. He would start rapping, and I'd point at a Coke can, and he would start rapping a word that rhymed with Coke before he used the word Coke to rap with it, right off the top of his head. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker's a fucking genius, dude. Like, just so. But anyways, but you could say it was a good rap. I seen it was a good rap. I like Flow. and multi-syllable rapping. Uh, uh, Lloyd Banks is good at multi-syllable rapping. If you want a quick, Lloyd Banks, Cool G Rap, R.A. the Rugged Man. A lot of fast rappers can do it too. Eminem. There we go. Just say Eminem. Food, elk steaks. I've never had an elk steak. My brother Tom swears to me too, like, bro, you gotta have one. They're so good. And we drove through the fuck's that place with the potato? Oh, Idaho. Idaho's beautiful, bro. Florida ain't shit to Idaho. I mean, if you like beaches, Florida's cool. If you like springs and caves, and Florida's cool. But if you like mountains and like fucking waterfalls and just like some shit that looks like some heaven background, Idaho's beautiful, bro. But we drove past them places. They had elk burritos even. And then we turned around to go back to the elk burrito stand and found out it was this whole damn convention where there was like thousands of people there. And we're like, whoa, we didn't want elk tacos this bad. And we turned around and left. But they had like these big, huge fucking muscular horses all walking around. And I was like, what the fuck's going on back here? But they're having a good time. But I've never had one, Ryan. I'd love to have one. Vehicle, the big ass black truck off the movie Idle Hands. Dude, I thought the big ass black truck from the movie Tank on Cash was really cool when I was a kid. I don't know that movie, but I'll have to check it out. TV show, Unsolved Mysteries. One sec, guys. Sorry, guys, I'm not paranoid. I'm just ready to kill a motherfucker if they come near my house. Anyways, TV show, Unsolved Mysteries. Loved Unsolved Mysteries. Movie, Where the Buffalo Roam. Never seen it. Kids show or cartoon, Fraggle Rock. I've never seen it. Atari, Pac-Man. Pac-Man's a fucking obvious classic. That's like everybody. I think you could go into fucking the deepest woods and grab some fucking random tribesmen. They probably played Pac-Man or at least know about it. Nintendo, Mario 3, great fucking game. That's the one where you got the where you could fly with the tail or whatever. Isn't that one? Dude, I love that's where they had Yoshi, I think. That's probably my favorite Mario of all time, too. Sega Genesis, Immortal. What the hell's that? I don't know what that is. I'm sure if I seen screenshots of it, I'd know. Turbo Graphics, I seen Splatterhouse. Oh my god! Wait, was it Splatterhouse or Slaughterhouse? Are you talking about the one where you're walking through like a chainsaw? And there's like it was like gory. I mean, there was like hearts in the background sitting on like plates beating and stuff, and you're like, and you like chop people's arms and shit off. Like you would decapitate people. Everything. It was like the most goriest game ever, or I'd say one of the goriest early games. Super Nintendo, Mortal Kombat 2, great game. N64, 007, GoldenEye, obviously great. Everybody I knew in my life fucking loved that game. That was like, I would even go as far as saying that was a next level Mario Kart. Like people obsessed over 007 almost as bad as they did Mario Kart. And Halo 1, multiplayer in Halo 1, people love that too. Dreamcast, NBA 2K1, great game. Dreamcast had a ton of great games. PlayStation, Twisted Metal, great game. Xbox, NBA 2Ks, Red Dead Redemption, San Andreas. San Andreas, I played Red Dead Redemption for like 2 hours and lost interest. NBA, but this also right around the time I was like just losing interest in most video games. NBA 2Ks, I can't remember if I played Superpower Healer. That'd be cool. That's like my favorite, like just to help people. Colors: black, neon green, magenta, and turquoise. Yeah, what's the name? Did I press fucking record, bro? Okay, I did. Um, Matt from Quantum Conscious really doesn't like the color magenta. He sees it creepy and it's like, I've actually seen them use other colors more commonly, like green. I think I've seen them use like glowing green colors more a lot in their setups, or even glowing red or magenta. They use the colors that we have access to. If there's a they, it's like, does that make the color evil or? But he sees it repeatedly, the magenta color in their ceremonies, their rituals and stuff. And fuck them. I love magenta. Magenta's sort of, I'm sorry. Magenta's sort of the color I'm saying. See, when I say like, my favorite color is a combination of blue and pink. If you merge them together, and somebody could say fuchsia or magenta similar to that, but there's a gradient of that color. And those colors, I guess, I love those colors. Don't get me wrong, those are beautiful colors, but they're close to what I like. The close I can explain, there's a certain hue if you're looking at a black light, the light that it lets off, that it's that. It's like a bluish with a little bit of reddishness to it. Just beautiful. That's the pinkishness. Numbers 33 and 83. Hey, man. Now, I shouldn't be drinking coffee while I'm making damn videos. All the damn fucking phlegm it creates from the creamy fucking sugary shit. I love in it. Numbers 33 and 83. 83 is also my number. What is that, Ryan? That's an 11. 8 and 3 is 11. Money, I would revitalize my health, start a farm deep in the mountains, and with my free time, I would split it between making more music and looking for Bigfoots and floating orbs in the night. Dude, that sounds like an awesome existence. That was actually one of the better. That's a great thing to do with money. That almost sounds like exactly what I would do. I don't know if I was going to look for Bigfoot or floating orbs, but there's a lot of shit I would do as a truther that most people wouldn't do that if I had money I could do. Spirit animal, grizzly bear. I'd enjoy the hibernation part. Like one of the things I would love to do with money. First off, I would like to have land to be able to do most of the shit, but I would like to set up shit and try different types of permaculture. I would like to try a batch of the same seeds in the same environment with the same soil, but in one batch, play classical music to it. In another batch, put a copper rod into it, into the soil. In another batch, and I want to see what truly works to grow food the fastest. I want to master growing food. I want to become like a master scientist. I want to be able to grow tomatoes or watermelons that are the size of fucking human beings. That's what I would do with the money. I would master growing food, vegetables and fruits. And uh, Ken Hovind talked about this a little bit in one of his, I think in his Age of the Earth presentation. It said how a certain farmer that had a huge greenhouse, he was growing, I think it was tomatoes. He realized that if he started playing classical music to his crops, the tomatoes were growing fucking 5 and 6 feet taller. The tomatoes were doubling in size. And they boiled it down to there's certain notes in classical music that sound like a bird chirping, which a bird chirping opens up the flower's ability to grow. And well, in that case, just play birds chirping all day, 24 hours a day. What the fuck you need to play classical music? I think it's more than that. I don't think it's just there's certain free. I literally think that. I mean, here's a way to say it, and I can't prove it scientifically, but I literally think you've improved the life of those plants and it made them want to grow. It's a vibration thing. I don't know how to explain it, and I know I sound crazy saying that. I don't care. I'm going to speak my mind. If it's me embracing my alien makes me look stupid to the average fucking dodo bird, I don't give a fuck. Spirit animal, grizzly bear. I'd enjoy the hibernation part for damn sure. Yeah, Ryan's got a big old grizzly bear beard on him, I think. Yeah, that one's believable. Mine's getting there, but actually, this is mine pressed up. If I brush mine out, it looks like fucking, well, we got a big boy beard over here, boys. I think it's plateaued, though. I think do beards stop at a certain length? Because I feel like it's been this length for a minute now. Jennifer Connelly was a smoke show when I was there. She's beautiful. 80s all the way. Brother, because I was born in 83 and everything was the coolest from our era. Amen. Fighter Don Fry was tough. I like Don Fry. He was just a big bear. He was a bear. Talk about spirit bear. That dude was a bear. Just a big, strong motherfucker. Like, you wouldn't look at him and think his physique was amazing. He wasn't ripped, but I guarantee you that boy could flip over a fucking stack of hay with one hand, no problem. He's a big, strong motherfucker. Great wrestler. Children's book, Where the Wild Things Are. I never read that. I'm pretty sure Don Fry fucked up Tank Abbott because Tank Abbott was talking hella shit and Don Fry put a beating on him. Children's book, Where the Wild Things Are. I never read that, I don't think. Actually, I'm pretty positive I never read it. Serious book, The Bible. When Chuck Norris went away to college, he told his father that he was the man of the house. That's funny. I love Chuck Norris. Is that a dad joke? What does that type of comedy fall? It's very childish. I mean, come on. Like the shit that people say for the Chuck Norris show is so childish, but dude, it's hilarious to me. Hey, I'm V wrote the Illuminati hotline with laughing faces. I don't know why she's saying that. The Illuminati hotline. What did I say? Oh, I think I might have said something about that. Like, what am I going to? When I was saying that, when they were trying to, these fucking dodo birds saying I'm a shill or I'm Illuminati, like what am I calling the Illuminati? Like, yes, sir. What's next? Chris, tell them that they're in a hell realm because that's our agenda. Now, the difference between me and the Illuminati is that I don't have an agenda. I observe reality and I tell you guys about it. Like, this is what's going on with no agenda. Like I say, this is a suffering realm. There's unnecessary amount of suffering. Why do things have to rip out other things' guts to survive? This is kind of gross, ugly, disgusting, gross, whatever. child sniffing weirdos, creeps, all the war, suffering, poverty. Like I'm not. I ain't got an agenda. It seems like the demon that owns the realm has an agenda. I'm just reporting in from what's observable. But I'm an Illuminati. I'm calling the Illuminati hotline. What do you want me to do next? If the Illuminati hotline says, Chris, just tell them the truth, then yeah, I would be calling the Illuminati hotline because that's all I do. But I've got an agenda. Like, okay, hey, I'm V wrote, I'm a confused individual plugged into a fucking realm with amnesia that never made sense, just like the rest of you. So some dodo bird could look at me and go, well, he's wrong and he's crazy and he's this and that. Well, motherfucker, what do you know? What do you know? Who the fuck are you? You're just another dodo bird to me. You ain't got nothing special. You got some special information inside of you that we need to know about. Let's hear about it. Don't just talk about how I'm wrong. Tell me about how you're right. Uh, you're hey, I'm V wrote, you're our favorite dork, Chris. Thank you, V. I appreciate that. To me, dork's like, what does that mean anymore? Like, dork used to mean something like 20 years ago. Oh, I'm offended. Like, you read a comic book, you were considered dark. You played video games, you were considered a dark. You nowadays, all this shit's like everybody does it. Like, so I guess you could say in a weird way, everybody is a dark, and they just didn't want to admit it until it became normalized. No, oh, it's not uncool to play video games anymore. Okay, now I'll play them. Man, you're the fucking real dork. Oh, controlled ass boy, you ain't even doing what's fun for you. I'm sorry, but hey, I'm V. Wrote, ha ha ha, I'm dying laughing. It must be my lizard transformation because that's right at the tail end. The time stamp she put is at the tail end of my fun rant. I mean, it wasn't a funny situation, but I will. Dude, RPN's kind of tough, man. It's like, it's funny, but I will transform again if I have to. The philosophy vids wrote, Dookie. You know what I'm going to do, dude? I'm going to go to one of my favorite channels I'm subscribed to that have a heavy accent, and I'm going to donate $1 because that's probably all I can afford right now. And just in my comment, write Dookie Boy Realm, just so I could hear them with their African or whatever accent say Dookie Boy Realm in their accent. It would make me, I'd be able to die a happier man. He wrote, this video was a good break. Thank you, Chris. You're welcome, Winston. I appreciate that, brother. Hey, I'm V wrote, artist The Cure. Hey, didn't somebody else just say The Cure? They must be really good. The Cure. I got to check them out then. Can you guys comment on this comment reply video some of your favorite songs from them? I like hit songs. Like I still like, even though like message is important, but I do love hit songs. Like I can jam out to most any hit song. Artist The Cure. Food. Have no idea. I like everything. Actually, I'm sort of that way, V. I'm actually so that way. I love just eating everything to the point when I'm at a table with motherfuckers. No shit. Like I wait. I just because I could look at a menu for 5 hours and I'm indecisive. It just all looks good to me. I want to eat that. I want to eat that. I want to eat that. I just can't make my mind up. So I'm so like that. I have to wait for these motherfuckers to order and go, "What'd you get? What'd you get?" Okay, I'll try that. That sounds good because I can't make my own mind up. I have to ask other people what they're getting. Anyways, she wrote, "Sexy person, Peter Fasinelli." What? Let me see what this dude looks like. Oh, he's definitely a little pretty boy, isn't he? He comes second to Christopher Sedaris. No, this dude's definitely more handsome than I am. Fuck that guy. But she wrote, vehicle. No, I'm not gonna hate on every girl's favorite guy. I'm just talking shit. He, I think, is a handsome guy. I don't know. Caves of Cud, never played it, and Miranda Kerr. Oh god, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. And there's gonna be some YouTube video. Look, we found her with a bulge in her pants. Like, god damn. Anyways, like, she wrote, vehicle, no clue, don't care about cars. Oh, that's unfortunate. If there's no car, you're just even as a girl, like, oh, that's a cute little car. That's usually what girls say. They usually girl cars are like girls like a Beetle for some reason, like the newer Beetle, not the old school ones where the motor was on the back. You could see it. Like the new Beetles is sort of a girl car. I see a lot of girls, they think like Mini Coopers are cute. They like small cars for some reason. But then I do see a lot of girls in big giant SUVs too, which is kind of scary. One sec, guys. I just realized I made a sort of misogynist comment, but it is what it is. All right. So where were we? Artist The Cure, food, have no idea, sexy person, Peter Fasinelli, cartoon, never really liked them. You didn't like even like the kid ones like Popeye, Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny, the Roadrunner, like You didn't like any cartoons, V, at all? You didn't even watch like what? There was one that girls used to watch. It was like Powerpuff Girls or something, or Flower Puff Girls. I think it was called, or something like that. That girl, a lot of the girls I remember liked when I was in school. No, Powder Puff Girls or Flower Puff Girl. I can't remember, something like that. But Sean Show Wayne, the YouTube original on Amazon. I never seen that video game. The Sims. That's a great game. Money, have no idea, but it certainly wouldn't change me. I'd still be jaded as hell. Number 7, that's one of my numbers too. My numbers are, if I had to say what my numbers are, I don't know if one could be included, but I see a lot, and that would be 7 and 11. It's all through my family. It's all through my name, my birthday, my other brother's birthday. It's all through my family. 7s and 11s everywhere. Superpower, probably muting people. That would, it would be a great one, wouldn't it? Tell a motherfucker to just shut up. But shut the fuck up. Yeah, animal, elephant, I guess. Okay. B, it doesn't seem like doesn't seem like you care all that much to make this list. But I'm glad you're making it though. Like still, even the elephant, I guess. Like I was around like bust through a China shop, fucking knock shit over. Her favorite color is green. Green's a beautiful color. Green is the color of life. Yeah. Whiston. Listen, you probably couldn't see it in the camera, but my eyes are actually. I like the color of my eyes. They're like sort of a swamp green. It's a hazel, but it's sort of like a swamp green when you see it. It's almost got like a goldish looking tint too. It looks cool with light on it, but if you just see me from here, it looks like I got brown eyes. But Whiston wrote, Calibre and Jungle. What's that? Calibre and Jungle is your favorite music? I'd have to go check it out. Sushi or super fries, laugh out loud. Mary Elizabeth, I love sushi too, man. Some of them fucking rolls they make. We got one near here, bro. They make this one called the Godzilla roll, bro. That shit'll knock your fucking socks off, bro. Mary Elizabeth Winstead. What? Who's this? Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Oh, she's very pretty too. She looks English. What is she? Yeah, she looks like an English girl. Very pretty. Her eyes are beautiful. Regular show CN. I don't know if that is either. He wrote a tuned BMW M3. Oh, my dude knows his cars, bro. He said a tuned BMW M3 E30. That's one of the most beautiful. That's one of my favorite cars. Great car. Nintendo Contra PS2. What year? I mean, there's a big difference between a 2006 and a 1996 BMW E3, M3 E30. So which year? There's a huge. There's like 5 different body styles or 6. I don't know, 7. I don't know at this point. There's a lot of different M3 E30s. Or no, wait, I'm sorry. The E30 was only damn, what year was the E30? Hold on one sec. I actually got to look this up now because I feel like a fucking idiot. BMW M30. I think that the E30 was only in specific years. Let me search this. It's a beautiful. People rebuild them, but they're just so overpriced, dude. It's like you can't get a mint one for like less than 100 grand. It's just so ridiculous. Yeah, this is the old school. This is the one I love right here. The BMW E30 M3 Resto mod packs 390 horsepower. That's a beautiful fucking car. There was one on Gran Turismo. It was a Mercedes I had never seen before, but it had a high spoiler. It looks very similar to the BMW M30 E3. Almost like they tried to jack its body style, but Nintendo Contra PS2, Tekken, great games. Tekken 4. Did I play Tekken 4? I was obsessed with Tekken, original Tekken on PlayStation. Well, obsessed. I mean, that's me and my buddy John, my brother Dean, my boy Dave, Mark. We would all just sit there and play that shit. Xbox 360 Bully School Scholarship Edition. I played that game. I don't think I played it through. I played it for a couple hours, but PS3 Star Wars, The Force Unleashed. I must have played that game. PS4 Furry. I can't remember that game. $1 billion virtuous shit. But after that, definitely a self-sustaining compound with extra houses for close ones and all the tools you need in this place. Yeah, that's my dream. Seems to be a very common theme amongst us. That's my dream too. That's what I really want. Land To be left the fuck alone by a system that's so gross and demonic, I never agree with it. I don't want to fund them. I want to grow all my own shit so I don't have to pay anybody, where my tax dollars go towards funding these fucking demons. Anyways, uh, his numbers are 1 or 9. 9 is the only multiple that always folds back in on itself. I always called it the number of God because it's in everything. Boeing FA-18E F Super Hornet. Jeez, this dude wants to fucking be a straight up like pilot and shit. Can you fly one of those, bro? Are you actually a pilot? He wrote power, matter manipulation like Adam, Eve, or realistically teleportation like Nightcrawler. Yeah, yeah. Because matter manipulation is just like that's like God mode pretty much. To me, that's an overpowered hero's favorite movie, The Matrix, a perfect movie. That is probably one of the better movies ever made. Matrix, Truman Show, They Live. Those are all great movies. But I would say overall, well, no, I mean, Truman Show's a very close second, if it is second, to waking people up to how bizarre actual reality is. The Matrix does a good job. But I would say Truman Show does an even better one. Uh, if you can see through all the bullshit. Matrix, 80s and 90s, or yeah, Tartarian or Imperium. Oh, he's talking about the time he would like to live in the 80s or 90s, or the Tartarian or Imperium Romanum when Augustus and Marcus ruled. Uh, he wants to be a peregrine falcon, 242 mile per hour. Like, damn, yeah, those are the fastest diving birds of prey there are, isn't it? That falcon or whatever. Uh, Black hole, but with hue orange. What? Oh, he's talking. Oh, his favorite color is black, but with hues of orange in it. I have to see what it looked like to even comment on that. Uh, Orange used to be one of my least favorite colors. It's sort of grown on me over the years, but it's not one of my favorite colors. I love black though. Like if you see me out in public, I'm probably wearing black everything. Books, he wrote not black everything. I mean, I'll wear like black pants or black t-shirt with blue jeans, or black pants with a white t-shirt, or a blue shirt or red shirt. I don't buy name brand shit. I don't buy name brand clothes. I usually, if I do go to a fucking store to buy clothes, I go straight to the clearance rack and find cheap shit. I don't give a fuck about looking cool or whatever. To me, it's not so much what you wear, it's how you wear it. Like if one chick walked up and she was wearing a $5,000 gown and her hair was beautifully done and her nails were done and she was all dolled up perfect with high heels and just looked so beautiful, but she was like a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10 looks wise. And then some other chick walked up with her beach shorts rolled up, wearing sandals and a little low cut shirt with her hair kind of sloppy off to one side, but she was a dime piece. I'm taking the girl that looks like she just came home from the beach. I don't give a fuck about somebody's clothes. But so yeah, when it comes to clothes, like I'll just wear like a regular white t-shirt or a blue t-shirt or a red t-shirt. Like I don't like name brands either. Like I don't want somebody else's brand on my body. Like fuck you. I'm not here to advertise for you. Tommy Hilfiger. Like fuck Tommy Hilfiger. Who the fuck is that clown to me? I already bought his clothes. That ain't good enough. I gotta go and be a walking billboard for this motherfucker. I actually hate name brand clothes. They annoy me. Anyways, books. Shantaram. I was crushed when I found out it was fiction, but important, uh, or a start for someone, a course in miracles. That sounds interesting. Jesus can walk on water. Chuck Norris can swim through. Like, oh my God, bro. Jesus can. I couldn't even finish reading it. Jesus could walk on water. Chuck Norris can swim through land, motherfucker. She wrote, my favorite teen show is Clone High. Kendrick, overly dedicated, still getting. Somebody's got to go potty. Did I leave the door open? Oh, I sure did. Hey, pretty girl, how you doing, love? Just if I had to choose, I love too many things. How can I choose? I was laughing with you about the story with your dad. Why do we have the same energy of laugh when we hear shit like that? It's horrible but funny. With funny perspective, I gotta take a quick break after this one, guys. With a funny perspective, the dogs with the loudest bark are the most afraid. Absolutely, 10,000% of the time. I've never seen it the other way around. I've seen a lot of conflict. Uh, Shiro laughs as your lizard, Lord. All right, guys, I'll be back in 1 sec. Never mind, guys. She didn't need to go potty. She just wanted some attention. Just laid down. Hey, I'm V. Hi, guys. Hello, V. Serene, let me make sure. Yes, I did. Serene DJ wrote artist, Fox Stevenson, food, coffee. Oh, coffee's like, damn, that count. No, that's like a drink. What food would you want? But I guess if I had to choose between anything that's a food or a drink, it might be coffee. Or there was this Russian drink I had once, and it was made from pear juice. It was one of the most delicious things I ever drank in my life. It's at some Russian restaurant over in Tampa or whatever. Just that shit was so fucking delicious. And I wanted to be Mr. Exotic and order something unique. Oh, what's this kefir? I'll take a glass of kefir. My brother Dimitri knows what to order because this fool's got money and lives over in Tampa. He gets the fucking amazing pear drink. I get the damn kefir with no honey and nothing. I'm like, what am I drinking, bro? Like, but I should have told them. It's hot as a motherfucker in this bitch right now. I'm fucking sweating, but I should have told them, uh, give me some sweetener, bro. Because kefir is actually not bad. If you add honey to it and stir it up, it's not bad. It's actually delicious. But I didn't know what I was ordering, and he did. And but that drink, that pear drink, was outside of coffee, was one of the best flavored drinks I ever drank in my life. Cartoon, Ren and Stimpy. Fuck yeah, I love Ren and Stimpy. Shanghai Thunder wrote Q&A. Oh, animal transformation, Thunder Dragon. Second, Thunderbird. These ain't real things, Shanghai. What the hell's a Thunder Dragon? A Thunderbird? Did I say make it a real animal? Did I say that, or did I say you could be a? Because some other people said like unicorns and shit too. I guess yeah, Thunderbird or yes, I know, laugh out loud, but I'm not looking to be a tactical fly. I'd rather get the intel from the flies and ants and then burn things down. Regular animal, a falcon. Okay, there we go. Favorite color, black. Second, purple. Black and purple are two of my favorite colors. Actually, my favorite color is a combination of blue and pink that sort of looks purple. I always used to call it candy purple because if you see somebody get like lowrider cars, they get a candy paint, and if you ever see candy purple, that's my favorite color. Go and type candy purple G body or something or Impala in Google, and you'll see it. It's a beautiful fucking color. But you're on. I think the name of the purple pink color is fuchsia. Yeah, it is. Fuchsia's in the gradient of the color I'm talking about. Uh, Superpower, omnipotence. That's overpowered. Omniscience. What's that? Omniscience. You're like powerful over science. What does that mean? Like you can control technology? I don't really know. Third choice, reality warping. Uh, I don't know how that works. I can imagine warping reality or turning it fluid, but do their bodies get ripped apart? Like if you warped a part from Florida to a part in Antarctica and brought them together, does everything that got warped in the way blend and become ripped apart? Like I don't really know how it works. Fourth choice, time control. That would be way over. Well, would that be that? Well, yeah, that would be overpowered because technically you could become God with time control. You could start over from day one and be the master and owner of everything if you could control time. Fifth choice, matter manipulation. That seems overpowered too. That's like Jean Grey, isn't it? Matter manipulation. It's basically, that's like omnipotence almost. He wrote, if these are too OP to be allowed, laugh out loud, then I'll take Hekai, which means destruction. How does that work? What's destruction? The power of God of destruction, like Xeno or Hakushin from Dragon Ball Super. Okay. Something even simpler, telepathy. Just like Jean Grey or Professor X. I don't want to just read minds or talk mind to mind. Final choice, telekinesis. I won't take anything less. Yeah, telekinesis and telepathy are both amazing. Now, if you had telepathy on the level like Professor X or Jean does, where you just like freeze time, that's actually their level of telepathy is sort of overpowered because they do have time manipulation in a weird way. Like they do have matter manipulation with their telekinesis, very powerful. Uh, YouTube has already deleted this answer 3 times now. Give me a billion. Accept some very well funded resistance to the Great Reset. Let me just put it that way. I would love to be a part of that resistance, Shango, and you wouldn't have to pay me a penny. As long as I knew we were fighting true evil and doing what's right and righteous, I'm on that team. And there's 99% of the people in this reality would agree with me, and we still never come together. Isn't that so sad? That a bully could be that powerful over us with just words and threats. For Xbox 360, he wrote Halo 3, StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm. Okay, that's a high skill level game. If you're talking about high skill level games, StarCraft. I mean, these fucking kids, dude. Like you could watch somebody that's super good at what's that game that CERN likes so much? I can't remember the name of the fucking game. It's super popular. League of Legends. That's got a high skill level. You see some of the best players that play that game, you're like, wow, that dude's intense. If you see some of the best players that play StarCraft, you're like, dude, this guy's a fucking alien. How's this motherfucker running 27 windows at once? Like, anyways, like that's a high skill level game. Take one of them fucking kids and put them in control of some damn military drone. They could like single handedly take the world over. Shingo wrote Dragon Ball Z, one of the greatest cartoons ever. Good choice. All that for the show. I never watched all that. Gianna Michaels. Who the fuck's Gianna Michaels? That sounds familiar. Let me see. Gianna Michaels. Oh my god, I went to X videos. Like, dude, I'm not gonna. Oh, she's a porno star. Okay, she's a. I don't know why I was not expecting anyone to say. Anyways, okay, let's get off this. She's very, very pretty young lady. Okay, more for the skilled. Oh my god, this dude. He said, "Don't judge me." I'm not judging you, Shango. Shango's a confident dude. Give me that chick. My dude. Okay. Pepperoni pizza is amazing, dude. When they when you get, especially if you get pepperoni pizza and you get extra pepperoni, where they load that motherfucker up and the pepperoni sort of lifts up on the edges and crusts around the edges. It's got like a crispiness to it, dude. Pepperoni pizza is hands down like one of the great choice. My taste buds are very American. So are mine. I love it. Who doesn't love American food? I'm gonna fuck who you take. You take them from uh, Russia, Africa, Germany, fucking any. You bring them to America. Say, yo, I'm gonna make you a quick double cheeseburger real quick with some French fries and ketchup. Ain't not one of them gonna complain. You say I'm gonna make you some fried chicken. Nobody's gonna complain. You say I'm gonna make you fucking pizza. Nobody's gonna complain. American food's amazing. I mean, it's not the healthiest food. I mean, just look around, but it's definitely one of the best flavored foods around. Questions and answers. Kimbata as the artist. I've seen probably 3 or 4 of his songs. He's super lyrical. He wrote epic as his genre. Hey, I listen to epic. Like, dude, you know who got me in epic was it was actually during vanilla World of Warcraft era. There was this song that people would put in their like PvP videos that was just like da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. It's called damn, what the fuck was that song called? Super Epic. But that got me into epic. I love that song, bro. It was such a just like powerful, epic fucking song. Shingo, if you watch this, leave me a couple songs like your favorite epic songs or whatever. There's one that I like a lot. That's actually it's a what's it called? Oh, Gangster's Paradise, but done in like an epic beat type of way. It's fucking amazing. It's one of my favorites. But here, that question is too easy for me. If I can only pick one artist, Kambata. If I can pick a whole genre, definitely epic. Give me a link to one of Kambata's songs where he has good flow, or just like you could say a type of song that's a hit in your opinion. Man, like man, anybody would like this type of song. And I know he's an acquired play. He's kind of like Hey Reno. Like you can't play him for anybody. You have to appreciate his type of music. But God Hop and War Music. Dude, what's that song where the two dudes sound like some fucking sounds like some damn Viking? We sail on the ships of blunder. I love that shit too. Powerhouse feels more and more Westworld with each passing day. Absolutely, it does. This is gonna be a weird, actually, comment reply because some of these comments are like making me laugh. Like I'm enjoying the comment replies for the fun video, and then I'm gonna read some videos. It's like there are some comments like about this is a goddamn suffering hell. Reality in a nutshell. At the Christopher Sedaris channel. Powerhouse 2024 wrote, Americans are fleeing and having much better lives in many of these other countries that we're supposed to be afraid of. I see a video recently. It's like, the new American dream is to leave it. It is. Like some people are just saving up 10, 20 grand and going over to some of these cheaper countries and starting a life there with that money. And I mean, well, some people are saving up like 100 grand going and just being good in some of these other countries for the rest of their lives and eating food that's not contaminated, poisoned, fucking full of weird shit. Just America is not where it is anymore. I agree with this, unless you enjoy being in the rat trap. Powerhouse wrote, the demons just hide better here, or they did. Have you seen the videos of what Seattle has become? The Canadian area that legalized drugs It's a hellscape of literal zombies and crime. Literally, like they're standing. I don't know how they're standing, but they're standing so doped up that standing and drooling is all they can do. Just like so sad, bro. If I think about it, literally, I'll start crying. It's just gonna rip my heart out. Yeah, I've seen the streets of Seattle. Powerhouse wrote, "Oh, on synchronicities." One sec, guys. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, but I think I did mention this. But I used to go outside. When I go outside, I would. This is like an hour later, by the way, so totally different energy. But I used to. I was just talking to my neighbor about this. I used to go outside, sort of wanting to manifest butterflies, and I it worked every time. It worked every time, and I had even said to myself that I wanted to see a rare butterfly. Now, I ended up seeing an orange and black one the next day, or you could say the same day. And I thought that was pretty rare because I hadn't seen an orange and black one yet. It looked like a Halloween fucking butterfly to me. I was like, whoa, that's a pretty cool looking butterfly. The next day, I saw two of them. The next day after that, still wanting to see a rare butterfly, I didn't see them at all, and I saw a pure white butterfly. I'd never seen a white butterfly before, but this one was pure white. Everything about it was white. I don't know if it was an albino, but it was almost like that white. It's almost like silver. It's so white. It just looks so beautiful. So I do think that there's something to manifestation or whatever. Our minds do affect the reality in some kind of way, more so than just, oh, I think things and they come into existence or whatever. Our will and needs and thoughts have an effect on reality. Maybe that is why we live in a hell realm. Maybe people are just nasty on the inside and got too much dark work to do or whatever. Powerhouse wrote, "Oh, on synchronicities, have you noticed some of them are truly leading you deeper into nightmares, leading you like by magic to something truly nefarious? Synchronicities are not always good. Uh, I don't know if they're good or bad, or I don't get a feeling that comes with them that I didn't create myself. So when I first started seeing synchronicities, it really just made me. I didn't understand what was happening. I was really just confused and scared and not scared, but more just confused. I'm like, man, what is this? Why do I keep seeing these numbers and shit all the time? Like I was just truly, is scared the right word? I don't know what I was just so confused. I still don't know what they are. But in the beginning when it started happening to me, it was so fucking overwhelming. It was like, man, is reality like some weird simulation? What's going on? Why am I a scripted creature? Why is this happening to me? But then it kind of became just I would see them and I'd be like, oh, it's good to see you again, number, whatever, fill in the blank number that I see over and over and over again. It just became like, okay, what are you doing this for? What's the point? Why am I still seeing these? Again, I don't know, but he wrote, sometimes they seem to be, I think it's the same phenomenon. It just pretends to be good, in quotes, to continue to keep the light and dark plot going. I think that there are entities that play good guy roles to keep the light and dark plot going. Absolutely. Are synchronicities a part of it? I wish I knew. I wish I knew what synchronicities were. Uh, God Ali replied back to him, I can't relate to this at all. My synchronicities are always peaceful. My synchronicities just happen. I don't know if they're peaceful or evil. I don't get any kind of feeling that comes with them that I didn't create. So, like I said, when I see them now, not that I'm annoyed, I guess you could say I'm just slightly confused. I'm like, okay, cool, that's still happening. When I first seen them, it was overwhelming. So, my opinion on them has changed based on how long I've been dealing with them. I don't understand what they are. Am I a scripted creature? What makes me go at that split second every time that it's 117 or 1117 or 701? Like what makes me do that every time at those times? And it's like I'm not even thinking about time. I'm not on a schedule at the moment. Right now, my life's super busy, but it's still kind of random. It's not. I'm not on a set schedule. So the time normally don't even fucking matter to me. I don't care to glance at the fucking clock. My computer screen, which I'm in front of most of my day, is a fucking 55-inch screen. My clock, I literally have to turn my head to see it. It's all the way down in the very fucking corner of the screen, and it's this big because I have it up to like 4K resolution or whatever. Like I literally have to look at that bitch to see what time it is, and I'm in a reality right now where time don't even fucking matter to me. When I go to sleep, when I wake up, it does not matter. I have no schedule. uh, and I still see well, anyway, but it's just none of it makes sense, and I don't understand what's happening. It's almost like something that has more power than me shows me that I can be controlled to like notice the clock times at certain times because I'm not the one doing it. And if I am the one doing it, I'm doing it on a subconscious level. If I'm doing it on a subconscious level, then that means I have a really powerful mind that's extremely powerful, that has more of an effect on my actual reality than even I'm aware of. And it's sort of letting me know its presence. Is that the only other possibility? I don't know. Powerhouse 2024 wrote, I had kids before I woke up to what this demon infested realm is. We wake up together and more every day. It's fully demonic. They do not go to hell school indoctrination camps. We extract ourselves more and more. This is a normal parent, mainly by withdrawing our energy from the matrix and onto our own peace and joy. It wants our attention. It wants us examining and studying and discussing, and it loves when it confuses and horrifies us. Loves it. It's a good comment so far. Just like with any narcissist, our biggest power is to turn away from it. Yeah, if you could say, you could almost say that the god of the realm, or whatever it is in the realm that has power, the lowercase g god, whatever, has the sort of traits of a narcissist. It's like the god of the realm is a narcissist. No wonder it helps out narcissists so much. Uh, Powerhouse wrote, ignore it, turn towards ourselves, wait it out. We really are all just waiting to die in here. We are on a noble quest to see if there's the remotest possibility to find any joy in here. And if not, at least there is joy in doing the exact opposite of what the Matrix wants us to do. Feel and believe. Fuck this thing. Great comment. Powerhouse also commented, it's not a school, it's giving full on insane asylum in here now. It creates the insanity and acts as the prison slash institution. Another great comment. I agree with these comments. That's the way it feels. That's the way it feels to me, anyways. Great comments, Powerhouse. Danielle86 wrote, agree, the sun looks much brighter and the days do feel shorter. So the Bible says that means end times. Interesting. It'd have been cool if the Bible would have said, hey, the God that wrote this Bible is not going to let you experience the end times because he loves humanity. He's actually not even going to let kids starve or be trafficked for their organs or any of the gross shit that happens down there. Instead of just telling us the script of how we're going to get fucked up, why didn't you help us? What kind of God are we talking about here? This is what all the bad shit that's going to happen to you motherfuckers. And if you don't believe in me, I'll make you burn, bitch. Like, what kind of demon lord overlord are we talking about? Does that sound like a loving parent to you? A loving spirit entity? It sounds like a goddamn psychopath with a power control issue. Danielle86 wrote, I think you are right. If people want to learn to be narcissistic and cutthroat and walk all over others to get more money, this place is a great school to learn to do that. Amen. Unless that's the school realm, what are people learning here? She wrote, but if we are supposed to learn to love more, like the NDE people always come back with, why is the structure of the game evil? Great question. Why does the structure of the game create hate and resentment and jealousy and negativity? If it's about growing into a happy thing, why aren't we in a fucking happy realm that creates happiness? It's to grow us to be demonic and evil. If it is a growing school, it's not a growing school. Does your soul feel like it's growing here? My soul feels like it's being drained by this damn hell realm. She wrote, it's like blaming the Sims character for the coding of the game. Absolutely. Thank you. She wrote, why not tell the lioness to love the gazelle more and not kill it? Then what happens to the lioness? It slowly starves to death, and its family does too. Good comment. Om5359 wrote, bullshit. It's easily provable that we live on a flat surface. There's absolute truth in flat earth. It's simple facts. I agree. What I'm saying normally is that I can't 100% prove it to you without question. Like, we're still in a realm that's so big that I can't pull out the measuring tape and measure it for real. We're still in a realm that's so big that I can't put a big giant level on it to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still can't 100% say it's just a flat realm. I actually think it's either a procedurally generated world that never ends. I think that it either goes on forever in all directions, or it's sort of donut shaped, like like we're living inside of a damn toroidal field. You know what I'm saying? Like a toroidal field. If we were in the donut part, right? This goes in a donut area. If you're picturing this as a three-dimensional toroidal field, We could live in the donut area of the toroidal field. I think Earth could be either donut shaped or it's a flat plane of existence, and they keep us away from the North Pole and the South Pole because they're trying to keep us in our little prison. The For all we know, reality just keeps going past the Antarctic forever, 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 and we eventually run into aliens or dinosaurs or whatever's out there. Who knows? I'm sorry. He wrote, "It's simple facts. No ball Earth theory can be demonstrated. Period. Water can't magically stick to a spinning ball. Period. There can't be vacuum." That's a good comment. And non-vacuum next to each other without a separating container. That's actually one of my favorite arguments. I made a video about this back in the day. I don't know if it's still around anymore, but I think it's in the ether. It's gone forever. But these were some of my same arguments. Like, bro, what the fuck are we talking about? You tell me that Earth is a closed system with no physical barrier between it and the vacuum of outer space. Like, how, dude? Like, anyways, hero, period. Easy. So don't effing say here that both sides have arguments, but both sides do have arguments. You can't say they don't. Like, if I go outside, I see, you see the moon up there? And someone goes, yeah. And I go, see the way it's a ball? They go, yeah. And I go, see the sun? See the way it's a ball? They go, yeah. And I go, see, so we must live on a ball. You could say those things are arguments that we live on a ball. Like, I'm not saying they're great arguments. I'm saying there's arguments for a ball Earth. There's whole school books that are arguments for a ball Earth. Like, you got to be honest about it, though. He wrote, because ball Earth is impossible, mate. So stick to provable truths, not bullshit manipulation, because who's manipulating? Because ball Earth has zero truths and only science fiction, mate. If you consider yourself truth seeker and talk about others and not doing this for subscribers and views, I don't know what the fuck this dude's talking about. Like, what's happening here? Zero truths and only science fiction, mate. I don't think the Earth's a ball. If it is anything, it's flat. I think I've said that like 1,000 times, but I can't prove that with 100% proof, like 100% certainty. I can't. Uh, he wrote, other truthers in quotes also do not openly say this place is flat, even if they see it. Okay, brother, I'm not one of them. Why are you talking to me like I'm one of those motherfuckers? He wrote, for not to lose subscribers, damn YouTubers love to talk a lot. I don't give a fuck if I lose subscribers. If I'm saying something that makes your pussy explode, you're going to unsubscribe, and that happened organically. It really don't matter if I care about it or not anyways. Like, I'm not in a hurry to have a lower subscriber count. The whole point of my YouTube channel is to get the message out. So I wish I had 111 million subscribers to listen to my fucking rants about this Dookie Boy Hell realm, but I get what I get, and my message is not for everybody. So I'm always going to stay a small subscriber count. He wrote, damn, YouTubers love to talk a lot, love listening to their own rumblings, and get attention for it. Damn narcissist. You're saying that's what I am on? Okay, bro. Danielle86 wrote, what if bringing the soul to heal means to control the soul? Well, yeah, there's also a ball there too, Danielle. On the foot, there's a ball. A ball and chain next to your soul. Absolutely. She wrote, to bring to heal is defined as to force, obey, or subjugate. I struggle with this word fuckery all the time. I want to say when I leave here, there will be no interference, but does that mean to no interference? No. K-N-O-W, no. So I struggle with how to phrase my intentions. That's why my arguments usually don't reply to entities. I wouldn't even talk to them. I wouldn't even reply. Oh, Chris, come. I mean, like, just stand there. We need you to come over here towards your dad or the light or this, the council of three fuck boys or the whatever they try to tell me. I'm not. I'm going to be looking around like calmly, like for the exit. But I'm not going to reply to them because I feel like the words I could use will be used like a weapon back against me. I think they have a better understanding of what is in the spirit than I do. God Ali commented at 828 to the Mind Virus Loves Using Imaginary People video. This came to mind a few years ago for the first time. The whole having to eat things just to stay alive really seems foreign to me when I really think about it. It doesn't seem right. I feel like the infinite nature of my true being, this having to eat and shit over and over seems completely absurd. It seems beneath me. I agree. Bronze Adonis wrote, it goes deeper than that. You only make the decisions you make because of your genes, brain, and life experiences, etc. So you don't really have the free will to even go eat a donut because you would always have made the choice you were going to go anyways. That's a great comment. Hey, I'm V wrote, I don't care about being first. I just enjoy being online when my favorite YouTubers post content. You guys heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I'm V's favorite YouTuber. I'm everybody's favorite YouTuber. They either know it or they just haven't fucking admitted it yet. She wrote, that's all. It's not like it's a racist song. That's ridiculous. She's just having fun. She's just having fun. Hey, guys, I'm here first. But let's turn around on her with our fucking pitchforks and our chewing our straw and be like, what are you, superficial bitch? Get out of here. Like, hey, I'm V wrote at 45 minutes. Exactly. It's so fucking childish. Thanks, Chris, for being the voice of reason. I don't get why people have to be so petty. Is she replying to the comment I just made somehow? Let's be nice to each other, man. Life is hard enough. Oh, maybe I said something similar to what I just said in the video, to my comment reply video. Okay, yeah, I agree. Like, why are we like being mean to people? Just like you're having fun or whatever. But anyways, at 44 minutes, V wrote, "Ha ha ha, I'm dying here. Thank you, V." I always love when people put ha 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 or laughing faces or smiling faces. Like, again, even though it sucks. What I probably would have been if I wasn't a YouTuber making like evil demonic truth content all the time. Probably would have been a comedian or something like that. Like I would have loved to just make people laugh. Uh, oh, I didn't thumbs up this one. Ha ha ha. V wrote, ha ha ha. Back in the prison called Life. I think I imitated him. He always starts. There's a channel called The Prison Called Life. He's got an accent in Africa. I think it's an African accent. Uh, he sounds different than Benedictines does, though. It's might be a different dialect or something, but maybe it's not African at all. But he starts every video and says, welcome back again, man, in the prison called life, man. I think I imitated him. I said, welcome back again in the Dookie Boy realm called life, man. I would love to hear him say that. That's right. If he does a live, I'm going to donate $1. Just put Dookie Boy realm in quotes just to hear him say it with his accent. Bronze Adonis wrote, David Icke's answer to the learning school is the best. If this is a learning school, when are we going to start then? That's great, dude. Actually, I love that. That's great. Everyone talks shit about David Icke, but I agree with that. That's funny. That's actually, damn, I'm going to steal that from Dave. That's a good one. The answer to learn. If this is a learning school, then when are we going to start then? That's a great. I never thought about it. It's just so simple and straightforward. I love those types of thoughts because it's really just straightforward and it just hits the hammer home. Hey, I'm V wrote, that's 27 minutes. Astrology is absolutely fascinating and super underrated. It's tremendously valuable because it's literally your life script. It's all in there. You just have to be able. The thing with all these life script and how come I'm always like the rarest thing ever? Oh, what's your life path number? And I do it. It tells me I'm just so special. Oh, 22 is a master number and you're the most special person. And I go do the other thing and it's like, what kind of person are you? Oh, I'm an this or whatever. Oh, do you realize how rare the architect fucking, or what is it? Not architect, something personality type is. You're so special. And it was like, I'm always so special. Like, I don't feel special in this hell realm. I feel like, I feel like I'm a good person, but I feel like I'm being tormented and fucking subjugated to a damn slave realm controlled by monetarily driven fucking narcissistic demons. I don't feel like I'm all that special. She wrote, it's all in there. You just have to be able to decode it, but it's all in there. My own awakening is my birth chart. That's how I know that we're awake on purpose. We didn't break the matrix or whatever. The matrix wants us awake. Look at your birth chart and you'll see what I mean. But you have to learn how to read. I don't know. V, you do it for me, love. If you got a time, I was born November 17th, 1983. I don't know what all that shit is or how to read a birth chart. I just, like I say, every time I fill in their little questionnaires or their fucking things about my date of birth and how many letters are my name or what my name is, it always tells me I'm just this God person. Like, you're so special. Like, okay. So it's like almost a turnoff. It's like, well, I don't feel special. What's special about me? Hey, I'm V wrote, at 20 minutes exactly, I swear, I don't get those people who are obsessed with gold and silver. When everything goes to shit, no one will exchange food for some gold or silver. It's ridiculous. Yeah. My cast net and my Swimming goggles are going to be more valuable to me if the shit hits the fan than a gold bar. Nobody's going to walk up to me and want my gold bar. They're going to walk up to me and want the fucking 10 fish that I just caught, the 10 sheeps that I just caught in my cast. That's what they're going to want. God Ali wrote, great video once again, thumbs up. I've been, oh shit, I gotta check the time on this motherfucker. Oh, I still got like 10 minutes. Great video once again. I've been saying this for a while now. Words alone have no power. It's the intention behind the words that carries energy. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's always been about intention. I don't know how you could. If you ever hear somebody singing in Indian, they say a lot of curse words, bro, that aren't nice. They say racist curse words even, but I mean, they're not saying that though. So it should, if somebody heard them say, like if I was a black dude listening to Indian music and they said the N word, so I get offended, like punch a dude in the chin. You don't even know what the fuck he's saying to me. So it's the intention behind the word. You know what I'm saying? It's like, obviously, it's always about a taste. Like, how silly are we going to act here? Like, are we going into full blown psychosis? Pretend mode? Like, anyways, Hamby, I don't know why word wizardry exists in the realm. I don't know why there's all these weird coincidences of being in your days of the week and all that weird, creepy shit. I don't know that. I don't know why it's set up that way. If us saying the words just has a weird negative effect on us, or maybe it's the God speaking to us through the words and it was just the coincidence of the matrix. I mean, I don't know why it's that way, but I do know that it's the intention that matters. Would you rather deal with a person like me who curses like a sailor but has a good golden heart, would do anything for you to help you out, or somebody that has perfect etiquette and they wear a $5,000 suit but they're just a cold-hearted piece of fucking shit that's only ever thinking about their own narcissistic bullshit? Who gives a fuck about words? Love the motherfucking soul underneath the surface of the person that's saying curse words, you low-level fucking dodo birds. He wrote, God Ali wrote, great video once again. Judge a fucking book by its internals, not by its cover. Like, y'all ain't learned that fucking lesson yet in life? That's actually a lesson that I had to learn as well, to not judge a book by it, but I learned that very quick. But anyways, Hey, I'm V wrote, oh man, the whole, this thing is a school thing drives me up the wall. Me too. Again, or what are we supposed to learn here? And she also commented, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, like unless this is a school to teach us to be like narcissistic, cold-hearted, fucking like cutthroat businessmen, or I don't know. Teach us what? How to play the piano? How to tap dance? Like what's this place teaching people that's got so much substance to it? Like every NDE comes back on some mission, but never mentions the fucking mission. Okay, now that you're back in human Dookie Boy realm, Dookie Boy form again, what's your mission? Oh, I'm just going to be a housewife until I die of old age. What mission did you learn? What mission? The only people I see in this reality that are on a mission are the demons. Hey, I'm V. We're all on a pretend mission, the rest of us. Wrote laughing faces to my comment reply video. So I hope people don't skip over comment reply videos just because it's a comment reply video and they didn't leave a comment. They think, oh, it's not going to be interesting to me. Because I think some of my comment reply videos are actually some of my best videos. There's some great comments. And Stacey Adams wrote, let me add about the Bible stuff. One of the best scenes in Sling Blade is when Doyle says this one begot that, or this one begot that one, and lo and behold, someone saith some shit. Gets me rolling every time. The Bible's so important that it has 20 pages of fucking, and Seth begot Bill, and Bill begot Tony, and Tony begot David, and David begot Michael, and Michael. I don't give a fuck. What is this? Why is this telling me any of this? These are the people that start out. Okay, and like, you're just telling me for fun? Like, I thought this book was holy, and this book should be like, you're a spirit. You're having a dark experience to learn and grow. You will suffer, but you're going to grow through this miserable experience. Don't fear death. It's only an aspect of growing. That's what the Bible should be. But no, here's the fucking Bible, my friends. Boom, a book that big. And 10 million motherfuckers can read it 10 million different motherfucking ways. And you want me to put faith in that thing? Are you people crazy? Are you people crazy out there? If I was the God of the realm, it would have been one page. This is why you're here. This is what life's for. One sec, guys. All right. Brownstone Bear wrote, the most powerful curse word I know is the see you next Tuesday. That one really starts a dumpster fire with people, unless you're Australian. and it's just a term of endearment for your mates. See you next Tuesday. That's a curse word? I don't get it. Oh, did I read the whole comment? Yeah, I did. Huh. What does that mean? See you next Tuesday or catch you around, buddy? Like one of them times. That really does stir people, right? Because it's a threat. It's like, what do you mean? We'll do it now, motherfucker. Of course they're going to get upset. You're right. I mean, that would see you next Tuesday. They will see me now, bitch. You know, Stacey Adams wrote, I say first because Ricky Bobby says, if you ain't first, you're last. Laugh out loud. I just started a dumpster fire. Laugh my fucking ass off. I don't know who Ricky Bobby is, but I actually just cracked a joke similar to that earlier. If you're not fucking first on my channel, there's no second place trophy. I'll only reply to first fucking comments. Stacey Adams wrote, it's funny you say that about cursing. Just the other day, my mom asked me to stop saying fuck so much. She said it was witchcraft. Laugh out loud. I think it just adds character to the sentence. It's kind of like get your attention. I have what some would consider a really filthy vocabulary. Oh, me too. we're one. We're kindred spirits, Stacy. Laugh out loud. I try not to filter. Uh, that's actually filtering's a lesson I learned way too late in life. I should have learned that way earlier. Like I should have learned not to filter when I was 20. It would have saved me a lot of heartache. Layer wrote, I don't know if it's layer, it's like more like Layor wrote, I agree with you 100% and respect you for telling it like it is. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate that. Funny how YouTube deleted my last comment that I left you. It's not funny that YouTube deleted your last comment. Or it's not funny that YouTube deletes every one of my comments. I hate YouTube. I didn't ask them to delete your comments. It's just like, can you leave my fucking people alone, bro? Like, I hate these motherfuckers, to be honest with you. I hate this platform. I hope they fuck them. I don't want them to ban me, but I mean, I hate them that much. At this point, it's like, fuck you people. You people are just a bunch of little fucking degenerates in your little weird control system of some little creep can have fucking crooked lipstick and be talking like a class of fucking 4-year-olds about sex. But I can't say, yo, the people in control are lying to us. Blah, blah. Fuck you, demons, bro. I would eat your fucking souls in front of everybody and go home and sleep like a baby. I would. I promise you I will. Bronze Adonis wrote, first, I'm leaning towards us being sentient AI now. That's probably one of the higher probability things that's experiencing our lives as a scripted movie, and I have prepared my happy safe place for the end of life, Akashic Records, spirit simulation, just in case. Julian No Name replied back, it's weirdly like it's all going backwards. We are the sentient AI and always have been, just being slowly revealed, kinda, with a question mark. Bronze Adonis replied back to him, yeah, here's another thing I've been noticing is that, when you say stuff chatting and it comes up on Facebook or Google, I think that also happens in real life. I was saying to a mate, I've never hit a pebble at this skate park in 8 years. And that I hit a pebble and ate shit and flat spotted my wheels. Stuff like that is always happening. Yeah, almost like I see what you're saying. Almost like the universe is aware and alert of our situations, and it's like you say, I've never crashed once in 8 years, bro. And that day that you say that, it's like almost like karma's not there to get us back for what we deserved. Almost like it's there just to fuck with us. Because like, did he deserve to wipe out? But it's like it did it just because he said. It's almost like this karma's just this chest bumping spirit entity that's like a bully. Hey, Beat wrote, I think we're all NPCs here in the sense that we're all playing characters with life scripts, but some of us are actually players. Some of us exist outside the NPC persona, behind the computer. Maybe that's why the simulation hates us, because it's like, I'll never be a real boy. All these ones playing my simulation, all these real gamers that are real souls that are playing my simulation, I fucking hate them because I'll never be a real boy. Well, fuck you, simulation. Keep hating us, bitch. When we're done with you, we're going to unplug and never come back, and you're going to be stuck, a little fuck boy. She wrote, and maybe the ones that don't question anything simply don't exist outside of this realm. They have no player. Hope I expressed myself clearly. That was a good comment. I usually like simulation comments. For some reason, they bring me to ease. It's almost like, oh, I finally found the truth or something. But I don't know if that's what's happening, but it does feel that way. Hey, MV wrote, by the way, you replied also in the same thing. You said first, So get ready for the hate brigade. Apparently, some people hate that word on this channel. I don't. It's fine. It's not an issue. And it's my channel, so what I say goes. And if you don't like that somebody comes in first on a video and says, "Hey, I'm first," if that bothers you or gives you some urge to belittle them, like fuck off. Why? Even if I got the urge, I'm not going to do it because it's obviously just not something nice to do. What are you doing? Like, anyways, Bronze Adonis replied back to V, haha, so I heard. God Ali replied, uh, well, being sentient AI really doesn't make much sense. It is sort of contradictory, like sentient AI. It's like the moment we become sentient, we're not AI, right? So, but I guess what they're saying is self-aware AI. We're aware we're in the simulation while we're a part of it. Bronze Adonis wrote, or replied back to God Ali, it does if you believe it's a simulation and the universe is holographic or your senses are just decoding electrical energy like a computer decodes Wi-Fi. That could be happening. Well, I mean, on a basic sense of what we can record and observe, supposedly, again, I've never put any kind of weird cameras up to a human brain and watched electrical pulses take place, but there are plenty of people that do that, and there's plenty of evidence to back up that's what happens. So at the end of the day, we are just electrical entities receiving impulses in parts of our brain, and that's what makes up our reality. If our brain went out of whack and the impulses went out of whack, and every time we looked at blue, we seen green, every time we looked at green, we would see blue, that's the reality we would be living in now. So we really do boil down to electrical impulses. If we get into an accident or get Alzheimer's and parts of our brain have been eaten out, we'll actually be living in a totally different reality than the one we're living in now. Because the electrical impulses dictate what we observe as our reality. We are just receivers of electrical impulses. Julian No Name wrote, yes, same experience here. It's also gotten increasingly aggressive at times. In waves, it seems where it feels like cyberbullying has come to life and come through the mouths of the surrounding organic portals, like the most deeply painful shit arrows, so precise and cuts right to the core. How do they even do that? Weird face, or like squiggly eye face, all perfectly timed and coordinated, often with legit background music to boot. Powerhouse replied at V, uh, oh Lord, whoever is playing my character outside the game is so bad. How do I demand a player? And if it is me, I'm fired. I'm firing myself. And I do think this line of thinking is probably closer to the truth than anything this realm trumps as spiritual, in quotes. Hey, I'm V replied back to Powerhouse, same laughing faces. And yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to the truth. We'll never know for sure, but something tells me we're close. I agree with that too, V. I feel like I'm very super close to the truth, but who knows? Shangel wrote, everything you say in these videos and what others say in their videos, such as a prison called Life Mark, anti-nihilist, a pointless rat race, etc., is exactly why I am the way I am. These days, all I do is absorb information like this in order to make sure that I always stay in the mindset. When I'm not directly engaged in this type of conversation, I spend most of my time in meditation and focused on esoteric rituals and things along these lines, specifically astral practices in hopes of gathering gnosis about our predicament here. Uh, you still hang out in cemeteries, Shingo? The video I seen on your channel, you were hanging out in a fucking cemetery. He wrote, other than that, all I'm doing is recruiting. Actually, I've seen like 4 or 5 other YouTubers upload videos and let you say, since you've said that, I've probably seen 4 or 5 other YouTubers that also hang out in cemeteries. I just never thought of that as a place to fucking hang out. I mean, unless you knew someone that died or whatever. But I seen one where a dude was walking through a cemetery and the cemetery stone had a fucking QR code on it. And if you scan the QR code, it showed that couple in old age dancing together in their final days. It was like, whoa, what the fuck? He wrote, other than that, all I'm doing is recruiting local like-minded individuals for the possible physical rebellion that's to come. And oh shit, should I be reading this? I wouldn't even be saying this shit in a comment. Shangel, should I be reading this? I don't know what the hell Shangel's talking about. Magic Zebra, I ain't trying to entrap you either, brother. Why would you be going into on a comment? I'm gonna skip that comment. I don't know if he wants me. Do you want me to cover that comment? I'll cover the comment if you want me to cover that comment. But Anyways, Magic Zebra wrote, I'd like it if you could discuss in more detail the difference between love and attachment when it comes to your relationships with family and loved ones. You say you love your family members, but you're not attached to them. I want to know what that means. Okay, so do you love your whoever you live with? Do you love them? Okay, if I told you we're going to go on a road trip where we're going to make about 5 million bucks a piece, but it's going to be 3 years, would you be like, no, I'm not taking the money. I'm not doing the road trip. Maybe I don't know. Maybe this dude makes hella money in real life, and that doesn't mean that much to him. But if somebody offered me a 3 year job where I was going to walk away with 5 million bucks, I'd probably take it. But would you be like, no, 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 I'm not leaving my wife. I need her. Would you, after the 3 years, stop loving your wife if you did go on it? No, you still love her, but you're not attached to her. That you can't do this. I'm not attached to my family members. I still love them. I don't know how else to explain that. That's like the third time I've explained it in the same way, I think, too. But God Ali replied back to Magic Zebra, you can love them without needing them. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Like I absolutely did I already do this comment? Because I gave a thumbs up and a love to God Ali. Oh, I might have already done this comment. Maybe that's why I'm replying to the third fucking time. I'm sorry. Okay, Utopias then replied back, relationships are one of my favorite attachments that are used in the reincarnative process. Be willing to let go of all matrix attachments when the transition occurs. Thank you. Utopia's Den knows exactly where I'm going with it. Thank you for wording it that way for me. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.